Hello and welcome to today's episode of Boredom. This is my pedalboard for 2025, the ToneX version, which is mounted on a mono small. This is a pedal train junior size pedalboard, which as you can see, it's fully spaced out. There's no more space for anything else. I'm geared up for this Sunday, which is going to be the first time taking these two ToneXs out live. Do pray for me. I don't want it to fail on me just yet. Let's get right into it. This is the Philosopher's Tone Micro, which is a compressor that feeds into the Boss MS3. I got this mapped to volume and expression, which is pretty neat. So right now it's volume mode. With nothing coming out, I can bring it back to volume in. Right now you're hearing my two ToneXs completely dry. This is my Dr.Z and my Divided Duo preset, which you can find on my Buy Me a Coffee page. Shameless plug. It's a little bit driven, a little bit compressed. If I switch over to my DH-ish presets on my ToneX. This is going to be an AC30 and the male Order Twin. Nice, big, beefy, but very clean. So let's start to turn things on. I'm going to turn on the reverb on the MS3. Currently, it's set to a modulated reverb. Before, after. I have a few tones up and running, which is my chorus sound. I also have a rotary sound for the vibier kinds of music. The one problem I have with the Boss MS3 is that the plug spacing is just so close to each other. I needed patch cables that were small enough and low profile enough that they would stay side by side on the Boss MS3. And the reason why I got these red colored ones is that there was a sale on Ernie Ball patch cables, which are square plugs, very, very tiny, very low profile. They're perfect for this switcher and I believe any other switcher that you might have. It sounds really raw right now, but once you start stacking effects and like the delays and an overdrive, you're gonna get your PNW standard. As well as a touch wah. In addition, I've got a dual switch connected to the control inputs for MS3, so I can turn on a few more things like a dedicated delay. As well as an actual wah, so I can, it's pretty cool. Very, very convenient. I can have volume and expression mapped to the same pedal and it will not do things like forget the volume that it was last set at. It remembers what volume that it was before it was changed to an expression pedal. Inside one of the loops of the MS3, I have both my overdrives here. This part of the pedal board is always rotating. I used to have a Tim V3 here. I also used to have a Lamb overdrive, but they're not off the board. They're not permanently off. I will always rotate, but for now, this is a Duke of Tone, which I really like for those picking parts. And the Timmy, which is going to be the main drive, I really like the transparent sound. Bit high. Being stacked together, that's my lead sound. Really cool sound. I really like this sound. If I want it more driven, I don't have any boost pedals. I don't change out to a distortion sound. I change the amp presets of my ToneX one to something more overdriven, which is my Dr.Z and my Divided Duo. I'm not gaining up the sound. I'm actually turning the mid focus to something more forward, which is what these two presets are on my ToneX. So far, the tone hasn't been very PNW, and that's because I've not added in the secret weapon, the handy Timmins Halo delay, which when I turn it on, it's instantly PNW. only thing I don't like about the Halo is that there's no tap tempo indicator. I need to enter tap tempo mode by pressing and holding a switch, which I didn't like. So I used the control out of the Boss MS3, and I dedicated one switch here to control tap tempo for both the Halo and the MS3. And this works because I can go very slow, 1, 2. I can stack delays on the MS3. And when I bring in a Duke of Tone, this is what I get. I mentioned that I'm using a touch wah and a rotary sound, and that's because I'm playing Praise You Anywhere this week, and it will sound like this. That was the verse part, and then the chorus part. Without the rotary. Last pedal is the Neunaber Immerse, which I set up for a shimmer sound. So that's the whole tone side of things. On the utility side, I got this GI Steve, which is my line isolator. What's really cool is that this is a passive box. The only time you need to power it up is if you want to use the headphone output. And here I've got split and sum options for the XLR, as well as a ground lift switch in case there's any buzz and I need to fix it. And that's me. What about you? Do you have any pedals that are non-PNW standard that you love in your rig? Let me know in the comments below. I'm going to play out. Thanks for joining me. If you found value in this, like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and I'll see you in the next one.